this is using footwork to set up entrance to engagement against an opponent with more range than you. Fred is significantly taller than I am, with very long arms, so he has more range than I do. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to both be in our stance, and we're going to be fighting over who has control of basically the pre-engagement. Because I do not want to, if he's in his stance, and I want to get inside, I do not want to take 2 or 3 steps, because that's very uncontrolled and something's going to shake once he might hit me. I need to put myself into a place where with a single step or a single kind of gather pass combination, I can get into the range I want. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to we're both going to jockey for that intermediate range a little bit. Now Fred doesn't really want me in a place where I can just reach out and pop him. If I creep in, he might leave. Or maybe he's feeling aggressive and he's going to come in. So this early point, the fight has already started. We're trying to find a place where with a single smooth step, I can get to where I want to be. So for me, go ahead and freeze for a second, for me, here is about right. I cannot reach him, but with a single gather step, I can hit him. And certainly with a passing step, I can throw some even deeper stuff. So I'm looking for that place where with a single smooth motion. So we can start out here, and we're going to come in, and this is what we're going to be looking for. We're going to be moving around, trying to find that place where with that single step, we can land that shot. So that's the first thing, is you actually have to set this up. A lot of people think the fight starts at that point of contact, but the fight really starts when you are approaching the engagement, because whoever wins the approach has a big advantage in the fight. So we're going to be here, and I can do this from different angles. I don't have to just walk at it. Maybe he's coming in, so I'm going to roll out a little bit, and then when I roll back, I'm going to roll in a little bit closer. So now I'm actually 3 inches closer than I was, even though I only look like I went sideways, which means I can just reach out and throw a shot here. So once we find that place where we have a good, smooth, single-time transition, and we need to figure out how we're going to come in. There are a few ways we can do it. I tend to be an offensive fighter. I like to come in behind offense. So if Fred is here, I will often like to throw a shot to freeze him or force him to defend so I know what he's doing. And from there, because of those body mechanics we talked about earlier, I can throw very fast little transitions and hit him. One of my favorite opening shots is the offside because it is a safer defensive motion. If I mean and I throw and he blocks it, okay, my shield is here, my high line is here. It's a little easier to defend than if I throw the high flat snap. You see the difference in the defensive options? So I like to be here and I can come in. Right? Not too often do I come in just with a leg shot, although I might come in with the thrust. Or I might come in and I might fake the high and roll the leg. But the point is I come in behind the defense. I do not step and then throw because he's very likely to snipe me if I do that. If I step and throw, pow, it's not good. Sword's actually got to move first. So if I'm here, sword, then body, right? You have the first snap too. Sword, then body. Even with an onside leg, I want to go sword and then body. So you need to give them a threat that you come in behind. So slowly, what that looks like, you can see a little bit, is I will throw and step. Okay, and I'm pushing off the back foot to get that power. You right? Yes. So that is one thing we can do, is we can come in behind the threat. The offside is really nice for that. Thrust is really nice. You can use whatever you want, and you can use body fix. If I'm here, I might step and then step out and hit. Okay, the point is that I'm still coming in behind the threat. He has to address that. If I go step, and see how I haven't adjusted things, it's not good. So behind the threat is one way to do it. Once we've gotten our smooth place where, I'm not doing that from out here. I'm not going, throw. Doesn't work. Okay? I'm not running at him and then throwing. I have to find the place where that single step is good. Now for defense, it can be the same kind of thing. If Fred has longer range, and I know he's an offensive fighter, maybe I want to get him to throw. A few things we can do. Okay? You can use your offense to control where people are going to throw. Likely, if I throw this flip, okay, he's got a couple options he can throw. From there, I'm probably here. Or if he does his little sword block, which he loves so much, right, he's probably going to throw an offside. So I can use that to transition into a movement where I want to be. The other thing you can do is you can just flat out bait a shot. This is a big Havek trick. So from here, now this is something you've been working on. Fred's been trying to bait shots. The problem is Fred, when you do it, you do this. You go, look, I'm open, and you walk forward. It's too obvious. Okay. What you need to do is you need to give them a look that opens and closes. So let's say I like my sword thing. Let's say I come in here, right, and I'm rolling. You see how that is opening and closing? Okay, I want you to feel like this is a viable thing. If I just go, look, I'm open and watch in, it doesn't feel right. People go, oh, what the hell is that? So we got to give a look. Maybe I'll be here and I let my heel bobble just a little bit, knowing that I'm giving him that. And then when he throws, now I'm going to use my single step and recover. Okay. Now, if you have somebody that's just turtled up and doesn't like to move, you got to do some different stuff. With basic thrusts. Okay. Pop in here. Little fakes are good. The point is, you can go on a backfighting mission. So if Fred is turtled up and I don't know what kind of fight he's going to give me, okay, throw something safe and non-committed. If I throw an offside and he just turtles up, I know I'm probably going to have to come in and throw some fakes to do something else. If he tries to jump me, even if just his motion is this, right? If I throw something, he really has a very forward motion into his defense. I know I need to be a little bit more conservative because he might rush me. So maybe I'll pop and step out. So you can use those initial shots to figure out what kind of a fight they're trying to bring. So to bring it all in, okay, we've got the ways we were generating power. We've got using our footwork and our ankle to set up the space we want to be in so that we can have that nice smooth single stepping movement. And then we can come in behind an attack and set things up, or we can come in behind a defense. And the trick on this is we have to move forward into our defense. If he throws a flat snap at me and I block, and then I look at him, I didn't gain anything. If I come forward, now I can do something. Or if I block and I don't move, I didn't gain anything. If I come forward into it, then I can throw stuff that works. And I'm still in a good biomechanic position. Something about the feet, I think she cares. Small steps. You have to choose, take 2 small steps over 1 large step. And make sure that your center line stays on your foot.
I know.